This is What's in My Truck by Linda Bleck. It's a scholastic publication. It's a Lift the Flat book. And I don't know about you, but my kid really loves Lift the Flat book, so I had to get him this one. It was only $3.95 on Amazon, which is a steal because it's an amazing book. It talks about 5 trucks: a Dairyland truck, Red Barn animal truck, it's got a Carnival circus kind of truck, then it's got a water world truck, so you have all your sea animals, and it's got a truck on cars, city auto truck. And each flap, okay, granted the flaps are not easy to open. When we first started, we spent a good 5-10 minutes opening out the flaps, but you have lots of good questions like, can you name all the foods? And my son loves to point to this one and say yogurt, yogurt, which I think is an awesome thing to teach him. This flap here, there's ice cream there. This flap here, there are fruits. And this flap here, you've got lots of different types of cake. Hang on. So they ask you how many cakes are there. This one, you've got vegetables. So you learn about carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, and then they ask you things like, can you find my gas tank? I suppose this is very American because for British English, which we grew up with in Singapore, here we say fuel tank, but down here they say gas tank. But anyway, you get to open up a little flap here, which then points you to the gas tank. Then the next page, you've got all sorts of flaps. This one is a llama. I like that they're teaching my son less common animals, right? Llama is not that common. The usual duck, rabbits, here they call them bunnies. You've got goats. You've got pigs over here, 5 pigs. It teaches them counting as well. Then it says here, I hear a noise. Do you know where I keep my tools? And then it prompts you to open a flap here where the toolbox is. And over here, every book you get to open up the driver's cab. So this one here, you get to open up the driver's cab and it says, here's my radio. So lots of flaps to open. This page is the Carnival page. So you've got things like lion, a horse, an elephant, 3 monkeys up here. You've got a spotted bear, teddy bear, balloons, and once again you're invited to open up the driver's door and looking for her bag. She says, it's under my seat. Over here it's a water themed one, so this is a big flap. My son has a bit of trouble opening this one, but that's where I help him. So it's about searching and finding certain things, right? Clownfish, seahorse, etc. It's wonderful, really, the number of flaps that it comes with and the questions that prompt you to count things, find things. This is my son's favorite flap because it says honk honk, which he really loves. And then they ask, do you know where my engine is? I don't think my son at 17 months really appreciates what an engine is, but in any event, there you go. There's the engine. This one's about cars. These flaps open in different directions, which is quite interesting. So this one opens up here. My son has trouble with this one because he keeps thinking it must come from here. So you see all the scratch marks where he's tried to pull that one open. This flap opens up this way. You've got these flaps here. This one's a motorbike over there. You've got a black car up here. And asking you, where's your seat in the car? So that's an interesting question to ask your kid. And of course, you can always open the driver's cab. So this book, size-wise, it's a good size. It's a good size to take out. Not like some of the Lift the Flat books, they're huge, right? You can't bring them out anywhere. This one you can easily put in the car, put in your bag. Measurements are about 7.5 inches by 6 inches. That works out to be about 19 cm by 17 cm. And once again, price-wise, it was $3.95 on Amazon.com. I thought that was really cheap, and it's a good buy. I would totally recommend this for kids. My kid is now 17 months and he loves it. I think it would last him all the way until he's about 2+, and then he can really comprehend some of the questions in there. Totally recommended. Very good buy. Quite sturdy, the pages. The flaps are pretty good. They've held up to quite a lot of abuse. A little bit bent here and there, but they're not ripped off in any way. So I think it's a good buy.